Hi, we have Mr. Sameer Dave, the Chief Technology Officer of Aircel, which is a GSM telecom operator in India. Hi, sir. Thanks for joining in.
Hi, Danish.
I want to seek your general views on the Indian telecom industry.
Well, I think there are two things which we see as a new trend. One, the networks are becoming, or the industry is becoming more data-centric as opposed to being voice-centric earlier. The other trend we are seeing is the amount of smartphones which are coming because of the price barrier which has dropped. So if you see both these things, it is actually giving a spur to the industry in terms of now being more data-centric, and people are now feeling the affordability of handsets as well.
How do you see networks evolving in the country with 4G technology coming in?
Well, the networks are actually, as we were saying just now, that they're becoming more data-centric.
Right.
And out of that, 60% of the volumes are going to video. They will become. Currently, the trend is now becoming more video streaming. And as we go forward, possibly by 2020, 60% of the traffic will be video.
Right.
So that's one trend we are seeing. So what's happening towards that? All the operators, including Aircel, we are aligning ourselves to this new change.
Right.
We can call this as the new normal.
We are also seeing emergence of newer technologies like VoLTE, voice over LTE.
Right.
So what are your views on that? Do you think it can become a mass market service in coming years?
Well, that's a moot point. I would say yes and no. At this point of time, we are moving to the data-centric market. Smartphones are now the new shipments which are coming in into the Indian industry are now will largely be VoLTE compatible. So once we have that, currently the number of percentage of VoLTE handsets are very few, but as the price barrier drops, you will see more VoLTE handsets coming in. And when VoLTE handsets do come in, you will see that the trend moves larger to video. So the consumptions of video streaming will go up. And we see that that's one of the biggest trends in India.
What will be the drivers for VoLTE uptake in India?
See, VoLTE services will largely be, because now you are getting those bundle packages. So you are getting largely bundle packages where voices will be free. As voice will be free, so all these VoLTE handsets will start consuming, I would say, more data. And more data is actually on a handset. On a VoLTE handset will be immune whether you're using a voice call or you're using data call. So VoLTE handset in turn will start consuming more data. So plus the VoLTE handsets, the quality of VoLTE, whenever it will take some time. It's not that it's going to be there now, but in the next 3 to 4 years, when there will be a large amount of VoLTE handsets, and then we will have large 4G sites or towers, what we call it in local parlance, there will be ubiquitous coverage there. So VoLTE will become more popular as we go along, but not now. But it'll start. The trend is starting now.
By when you expect VoLTE to completely replace a traditional way of delivering voice service in India?
I would say that in the next 3-4 years, at least 40% of the calls will be on VoLTE, say by 2020. But traditional circuit switched voice will continue to dominate in the Indian market. So that's what we feel. So one area is that VoLTE is one technology. There are so many other things which are coming up in the technology space, as we were discussing. We see there is a lot of push to do, operators will be doing a lot of push, as we all feel that that's the time has come for doing single RAN, so what we call it SRAN. We will also be doing a lot of software defined radios, and we will be doing optimized networks, so SON networks. So you will have all these new features, new technology coming up to support new technologies like 4G.
Okay.
So I think, and plus operators also are under pressure on the EBITDA. We have EBITDA pressures at this point of time. So new technologies, new features is the way to go. And cooperation and working together as operators will going to be the norms. And as the regulation is also supporting us, and this is the right time for us to do all these activities now as we go forward.
Right.
So that the customer experience is better than what it was earlier.
Well, Samir, thanks for these insights, and thanks for giving us your time.
Great, thank you.